So what the GRE test, why grad programs care. So this is really interesting. I don't know, anyone who does psych, you probably know some of this stuff. You guys have probably all heard it. Standardized tests have like a whole list of criticism against them. They don't work well across races, they don't work well across genders, they don't work well across socioeconomic background. They really have all these problems, right? So given all those problems, why do grad schools still use them, right? Why, like, if they're so problematic, why are grad schools still relying so heavily on these tests? I mean, one, it's a number, which is nice. It gives them something to look at. But more importantly is they're still predictive of success. Now, they're predictive of different demographics in different ways. So if you're, white upper middle class, 700 is going to predict some level of success. If you grew up in like an inner city ghetto, on the other hand, that 700 is going to predict a much higher level of success. But the point is, in both cases, they're correlated. Your score is correlated with grad school success in general. So that's basically why grad programs still care and still use them. But again, this has sort of important implications if you think about it. So all that I'm saying is that it predicts it, right? So what predicts it? People generally think like, oh, it's math skills and verbal skills, there's IQ. There's definitely that component, obviously, in these tests. So IQ, to some extent, they're an IQ test. To some extent, they're math tests, a verbal test. But a whole lot of other pieces could really be locked up in that predictive value, right? And I think one of the number one things is discipline and preparation. The GRE is a very strange test. I remember it seeming very foreign when I first started working on it. And only after doing a whole lot of practice tests and being like discipline, practice, going through them, discipline, work, did it start to make more sense. Well, think about that. Having discipline and being able to sit down and do something that's not especially fun, but like working hard towards a goal, that's a huge predictor of success in grad school as well, right? So the point being here, practice is very important. And there's just sort of a lot of things that go into that, and we're going to try and cover all the bases. Another one would be, having the foresight to sign up for class, for example. Hopefully we'll cover all this stuff.